What's up, YouTube? Brian here. I've decided to make something pretty cool for my grandpa. I'm gonna make him a knife out of this shed that we found down on our property. And I'm gonna make this knife out of a file. So I pretty much just drew out the design of the knife that I want. And then I found, where it feels best on this shed to grab, So let's get to work. Got a nice handle here. This will be the blade. It'll go inside of that, just like that. Yeah, buddy. Look at that. Now that we got that done, let's go over to the bench grinder. Very aggressive. Feels great on the thumb. And then we have the handle, which, as you can see, it's got that nice little shine to it. That was from the wire brush. Just go in just like that. So the next step is I'm gonna wet sand this, get this nice and smooth. Okay, so right now I got the knife gluing into the antler with this Gorilla epoxy. Really simple. You just break off the tabs, you squeeze equal parts of both onto something, you know, that you don't care about, like this, and you just mix it up, and then I just pasted it on there, and it took like, I don't know, a few seconds to get tacky, probably about 30 seconds to get kind of tacky. And then I got it just the way I wanted it, and then I just squeezed it in this. It's been sitting in here for probably about 10 minutes. It's got about 20 more minutes to go or so. It's kind of hard to squeeze this evenly with that big knuckle on that antler. So let's set that off to the side. Meanwhile, we have this antler right here. You'll need is some electrical tape, a razor blade, some salt, some water, and I did this with a battery charger. Dip this in the salt water. And you just touch it. See it bubbling up, smoking just a little bit. Okay, all done. Oh, check that out. That's cool. I made some salt water. I just poured some of this salt, just regular iodized salt, in some water, just a whole bunch till it got kind of cloudy, stirred it up. And then I plugged in this battery charger. And then what I did was I took this positive lead and stuck it up here on this part, right? Then I took the wet Q-tip with the salt water and stuck it in here, and I brushed it over the letters that I cut out, right? And that's what etched this into it. And it's actually etched. You can feel you can feel it. It's actually etched. Without further ado, let's get started on this part. Have this cut so it sits just like that. A piece of wood. I'm gonna cut this and then we'll sand it down. Okay. Now we got ourselves a nice piece of cedar. Okay, let's break out the torch. This is taking too long. There we go. That'll get this job done. Whew. That's mostly soot though. Okay. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna hit this with a very soft sandpaper. So I'm taking some light sandpaper. Now I got some wood stain, Kona. What do you think of that, Grandpa?
Oh, sweet.
That's pretty cool, huh?
That is cool.
I'm not finished with it yet.
That is cool.
Figure I'd give you a little sneak peek.
I like it. I gotta make room on the mantle now.
Yeah. So, this, I'm not done yet. I'm still waiting for the sinew to show up so I can wrap this part. I etched your name right there and right there into the steel.
Nice.
It's actually etched with salt water.
Really?
Yeah.
Salt water etching.
Yep, salt water and a battery charger.
Did salt water work?
Yeah, that's what I did.
Nice.
Yep.
Now, of course, it's got to have a date on it.
No, no date.
BMV and date. Well, what?
I'll probably put that on this.
Yeah.
On the bottom or something.
Nice.
So the way it fits is, obviously the blade goes in that notch right there.
Okay.
There's a little seat.
That's a natural.
That's a natural, but it still, it fits right in there like a glove.
Nice.
And the other one holds it, holds it up.
You know, this kind of stuff is what really touches the heart.
Yeah.
The cards, the gifts, some of those memories go away.
Yeah. I spent some time on that one.
It shows love.
It ain't done yet, though.
It shows love.
Pretty sweet, though.
Yeah.
I can't help but show you.
Yeah, no. You get me on video at the same time.
Well, and every time I do something like this, I just want to keep it.
But maybe.
Every time I do something like this, I just want to keep it for myself.
20 or 30 years, it might come back.
Yeah. Well, it's not going in the will to anybody else. Pound that like button. Pound that subscribe button. I didn't like the way the sinew turned out, so I cut it off to redo it. It was lumpy because of the shape of the handle, so I'm smoothing out this and making it rounder. I also added this nice little notch so the sinew wasn't up against the blade. Looked a lot nicer too. Okay, that should be 100% better when we wrap it. Let's try that. Okay, we're going to start the same way as we did last time. We'll start with the loop. Leave the loop right there. What do you guys think? That's coming along pretty good, huh? I might have been out of frame there. Sorry about that, guys. This is really straining the fingers. Final step here. Put this through the loop. Here's the other end. Okay, that's through the loop. Now we need to pull this through. Okay, let's grab the pliers real quick. Doing a review on these pretty soon. Skeletal multi-tool. I've been carrying it around with me. Okay. Let's pull that in. Okay, let's pull it in just a smidge further. Boom, check that out. Okay, you don't want to pull that loop out, okay? You do not want to pull that loop out. Now let's cut this. You can see I put a little bevel on this with the angle grinder. A lot nicer looking than with the file. Grandpa VANDUYN 2020 BMV. BMV stands for my name and my wife's name, Brian and Mackenzie VANDUYN. What do you think of that, Mason? Hey, buddy. What do you think of that? You like it? Yeah? Yeah? Want to shake? Good boy.